That's going to be a funny 2 cube job.
You ran out of pacing there, lad. New drone.
You've got that, innit?
Hedgehog. There's a hedgehog inside the cavity. Still waiting on building control.
Concrete time.
I've heard a sentence between them in a year.
Would you fair to say that Brad doesn't do anything, boys? Silence is definitely here, isn't it?
Ah, there you are. Welcome back. We're in Stalybridge. I believe this is a Jaden and John job. Driving some piles, no doubt for an extension. So without further ado, let's go and see how they're getting on. So, we're going to try out the new drone today. Interesting. Okay, English. I agree to the terms of use. Might have to do this on the laptop. 1 second. Okay, finally, activate. This is so much nicer because you've probably seen the drone that we have already. It's one without a screen on the controller, so you have to use your phone, and it's very annoying. Just take your phone on and off the thing every time you use it. Yeah, okay, we're flying. Wow. Oh, we have optical zoom in this one now, and we're on autofocus. So we'll get a nice little shot of where we are now. It's so buttery smooth. Wow. It's slowly getting closer so that you can see the full job. It's a house extension, which a lot of the time piling jobs are house extensions, or it'll be the fundamental foundations of the building to begin with. All right, Jaden. New drone. New drone. I'm just getting a photo now.
You've got that, innit?
Help me. So we're just going to do a walkthrough of this job. So it isn't this house on the corner here. It's around the back. And yeah, about a cube and a half for a slab. Nice and easy. It's not too bad in terms of access. It's just a little bit of a walk. This ramp here will be the trickiest part. We shall see though. We've got Kev and Harry on the job, so should go swimmingly. See, they've already started the brickwork, which is looking nice. That's looking really, really professional actually. Pour this slab, and then we will be returning back to Stalybridge for the piling and the caging and the concrete. We'll just see how they're getting on with the barriers. Lovely concrete. No, not by any means. 12, 13 barrows, so about half a cube so far. Yeah, it'll end up being a cube this job, won't it? Just a cube. just emptied the auger now. Kev's just cleaning up. Hedgehog? There's a hedgehog inside the cavity. Well, that's going to be the title of the next video. Hello, mate. How have you done that? Yeah, if you make him a little ramp, he might be able to climb out. Yeah.
See which way he's facing.
Come on. He's in. Yeah, he's in defence mode.
Because of that deed, mate. Well, get under.
Right. Hedgehog's been saved. He's just raw dogged it. That's impressive. That.
Yeah, not
there he is. Oh, not into the concrete. Don't do that. Yeah, you don't want to go in the concrete. Honestly, you'd never know we were here. All sorted. Great. Right, I'll see you at this job then, yeah? See you in a bit. And off we go. So, the piling and the cages are done in STALYBRIDGE. All that's left to happen before the concrete can be poured is for building control to come and have a look at the site and then sign off on it being safe. Obviously it's been caged, it's good to go then. And then from there, it's just pour the concrete and jobs are good. Back to STALYBRIDGE we go. Take me down, bury me, The boys have arrived. They're just going to park the wagon up over here because we're still waiting on building control, who are 15 minutes away. And once she's had a look at the footing and confirmed that it's all good to go and seen it with her own eyes, the concrete can go straight in, and then that'll be us done for the day. Easy peasy.
So it's like a shared drain?
Yeah.
We have to like map them out now basically and send it to United Utilities so they know where the drain is. But do you know if it's like, is it combined or is it?
Yeah, so there's a jump to lift it up so you can have a look at it.
You
look at it with that truck. Run straight down there.
Right. So is the drains from here, is that connected into this?
Concrete time.
Yeah.
Almost. Don't worry.
Put concrete in the hole.
I know you do. Shower time already. I'm going to run past just like that. Concrete's in. Well done, chaps, well done. Concrete came out perfect. So with that, on this beautiful day, I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, so the interesting thing about that STALYBRIDGE job, the process of starting the job, the piling began on the Friday, and then today, Monday, we finished the piling, cages were installed, tie bars all tied together, and then RHINO Concrete came and concreted the job to completion. And from calling us on Thursday, 2 working days essentially, Friday and Monday. I mean, you only have to look at our reviews. We're 5 stars. I think there's like 90 reviews on RHINO piling. I think we've got like 35 on concrete, and nobody's said a bad word so far. So we must be doing something right as a company. Oh, that's showbiz, baby. Good morning. Today we are going to, you guessed it, Fountain Street, Macclesfield. Now, we're going back to Fountain Street because the 42 piles that you've seen since episode 1, since we started doing these weekly videos, they're all done. They've been cut down, and today they're getting caged up. This will be, wow, 6 weeks since the piles first started to go in. So that's the plan for today. It's a beautiful sunny day once again. It's a good thing I have sunglasses. We're 12 minutes away. We'll see you when we're there. Okay, groovy. All right, let's go see how the lads are doing. So, it's going well. As you can see from the drone shots that are going to appear on the screen, the caging is 75% of the way there, and it is 9:10, which is impressive stuff. I don't think any of this was here this morning, so they've come nice and early. Jaden's just excavating the corner here so that the cage can fit around this pile safely. And he's doing a mighty fine job, might I add. We have the piles for the next plot over here, and lots of them. We're going up in a size, I don't know what they are in mil, but they look like 9 inches, which, because they're bigger, will make it much easier to get them to the safe depth, because the bigger the pile, realistically, you don't need to go as deep depending on what's going to be on there. And if it's just a domestic property, just like these houses here, then there's not much point in having them go to 15 meters. I think that was the debate from the start, I think, with a lot of the guys. Making it look easy. the tie beams,
Yeah.
they exist, don't they? Because it's to stop the cages from twisting. That's right, isn't it?
It's just to join them back together. Just so obviously you don't have a gap in the concrete or anything like that.
Right.
It weakens the structure of it. And they have to be a certain length, so it classes it as being one beam.
Okay.
Basically.
Right. Interesting. Thank you.
Well, obviously it does help the twistiness as well.
Yeah. Well, the more you know. Jaden is full of knowledge. I think he's gone to go and look at the plot that we're moving on to from here. Now, I'm not sure if they'll be piling today, but there is a drop weight there already, which means we could be piling today. So, the shuttering is all finished on this first plot. Basically concludes the piling lads' involvement. All bar tamping and leveling of concrete. They're just moving a little bit of hardcore on the inside around to distribute it evenly. So you can see there, they're just working on getting the hardcore out and away from those middle shuttering sections so that it's all plumb. In the meantime, Chris, Phil and Jonty are currently having a look at the new plot that they're going to be starting either this afternoon or this week, depending on when the structural engineer can come out and confirm. Drop weight's already here, ready to go. The locations of the piles are just being marked out. Definitely do not want to touch that. It'll get me in heaps of trouble. This is all lovely, isn't it? Stoned up and everything.
Shall we spring it back there, roller?
Same as the first plot, 2 drop weight rigs, one weight obviously much heavier than the other. You can see which one's the bigger one, it's longer. All in all, I think that starter pile took about 90 seconds to get in. There's the starters, there's the followers at the back. Already on with a second now, that's amazing. There you have it. So the lads have been piling for about 30 minutes and I think they've gone as deep as 12 metres already. So I don't think this second plot's going to take nearly as long. They are 8-inch piles instead of the 168mm. That's like 6.5 inches. So they're going in quicker because they're bigger and they can make more room. See you in a bit, lads. Take it easy. Hang on a minute, I need my high vis. Anyway, yeah, so Chris and Phil, Jaden and John have been driving those piles. They've probably been driving them now for about 45 minutes. And at its deepest point, I've got one that's 12 metres. So it's going well. So we'll see how the rest of the week fares for him. Brad's just over there saying hi to the lads. And while he does that, I'm going to get the drone in the air. So, as you can see, we'll come in a little bit. Hardcores are done all the way to the back. The ring beam is essentially a cross pattern. So you've got the outer edges and then all the way around the outer edges, and then facing upwards now you've got 1, 2 and 3 in the middle that are ring beam for reinforcement. There's no load bearing on the tie beams which go laterally across. You'll see where the piles are is where the bricks will be laid after concrete, but in between there's a tie beam connecting each piece together. Now moving over to the plot we're now commencing piling. It's just Chris and Phil today on a drop weight each. The difference on this plot is that these aren't 7-inch piles, they're 8-inch in diameter. So, believe it or not, they're actually easier to drive in with a drop weight. You've got Chris and Phil there, hammering piles into the ground, loading it up with stone. You can just see them chugging away there. I believe that's Phil grabbing another follower. They're 3 meters in length. So every time they drive an additional pile, like this one, it's an extra 3 meters, whereas usually with mini piling and with the diameter we usually use, which is either 150 or 168 millimeters, so 6 or 7 inch, because these are 8 inch, we can actually get 3 meter long piles. So every time you drive one, it's 3 meters additionally rather than 2. So it's really easy to get to the depth that's been requested here. There we go, I think that'll do for now. Just going to get a couple of photos of the progress. Yep, just grabbing a photo of each.
Photo?
Yeah, aerial photograph.
Yeah, look how fancy mate.
This drone is so good.
Oh, look how fancy you are, Canen, with your drone.
I'm so fancy.
So you could have just sat in your seat and done that and be like, look at
yeah,
me
but if I
finding
sat in the
comfort.
seat, Brad, I wouldn't have been able to do this.
What? Yeah, you could, because you could have looked up through the windscreen. You shot off the other side. Yeah. They could have done it like that out the window.
Go on in.
Right, have a look at these.
Yeah.
See how he's got the black sole on the front? They look like clown boots. Yeah,
It's called a toe cap.
Yeah, we don't have to highlight the toe cap. So, what do you think of Canen's boots? Would you wear them or would you not wear them?
I'll tell you now. Give me that. What's this, Brad? What's that? What's going on there?
That's what happens when you do some work.
Yeah, let us know in the comments who you think is rocking the cooler boots. All right, because I think I know the winner. Right, off to the next one. Where are we going now? Are we going Gauzy Brow?
Yeah, just between now and getting there, we change the boots, please, mate. So we have a treat for you this week. We are going to do a day in the life of concrete, and our resident videographer Canen is going to go around and follow Kevin and Harry. Kevin, as you seen last week, a very entertaining guy, with Canen presenting it. So absolute treat. Over to you, Canen.
Hey up! Guess what I'm up to today? Following you two all day. So we're in Oldham for the first job of the day. It's 8 minutes past 9. There's Kev with his sunnies on, coffee and a cigarette.
Cube, Canen. Cube. It wraps all the way round as well. That's going to be a funny cube job.
The builders have arrived. Good morning. The mighty Renault. So today I'm just going to follow Kev and Harry around and see a sort of day in the life. This is the first job. The footing that's been dug is very deep. It's only going 6 inches deep with concrete, so it probably will be about 2 cube, will it, Kev? He's gone. Never mind. There we go. There we go. These new boots, they need far more scuffs, don't they?
They look good like that, man.
Just dip them in here.
That's it.
Yeah.
You go after. I feel like I'm doing a modelling pose here, looking up to the sun, putting a bit of concrete.
There's a step down. Oh, lovely.
That's new stone. Definitely made it.
Oh, that was a cute little selfie, man.
That looks like 20mm stone, doesn't it? 2 centimetres.
I wouldn't even say that was 20 mil.
Making it hands for his man. There you go. Definitely. £20 for advertisement.
Oh, great. Yeah. There's only a little bit more at the start here. But we'll just go all the way until 2 cubes. Is that what you want? Yeah, that's what the fella said, yeah. Last one, is it?
That is yours.
Oh, bless him. Oh, you don't have to do that.
I'm giving everybody.
Bless you. Thank you.
Okay.
You are a gentleman. Yeah. No worries. What a guy. He's a nice chap, isn't he? He's a good chap. Hey?
Nice, yeah. Done jobs before.
Yeah. Right. These two are just cleaning up. So I'm going to pop the GoPro in the wagon with him. So you'll see the journey with these two. Right, let's have you back. Just stand on the wheel. Good enough. Camera. I've just been asked by the people on site if I'm an Instagrammer. I'll let you guys answer that question, because I don't really know how to describe my job. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like a job.
Morning, Paul. You okay? Just didn't want you going down the hole. No. It'd have been fun for the video, wouldn't it?
That's the one.
I'll have a little shit. What are you doing then? You just drive it. Don't know what.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Put your hands up. I know, Jesus. So solid crew in there, isn't it? Yeah. We got 21 barrows to go. There's always something, isn't there, Kev? Yeah. There's always one thing. All it is that because of how dry the mix is, it's gone from a really wet mix to a really dry mix. It doesn't like it, so when it gets clogged up, the auger doesn't want to turn. So they've excavated some of that out now. What's the plan now? Are you just going to see if you can tip it out the back? All this concrete here to spin, because with dry stuff like this, it's not as free flowing obviously as a traditional concrete mix, which is much wetter than this. It can sometimes get a bit bunged up, isn't it? So, here we are, job number 3. We're a bit early apparently. It's another nice, quite easy job. I think the guys were expecting us at 1 o'clock, so they're not quite ready yet. Yeah, we'll just barrow it. I'll do it. Yeah, can you do the videos and I'll do the barrows?
I'll video it,
yeah? Will you actually?
I don't want to just do myself with a big camera though.
Looks like we're going to barrow this one. What's it down for? 2 cube? Yeah, 2 cube it's down for, but it doesn't look like 2 cube. It looks more like 1.2, doesn't it?
Go! Who says teamwork don't make the dream work, Kev? Told you, best in the business, Kev.
To be fair, Kev, I heard that you taught Harry everything he doesn't know.
Yeah. In the hole.
Yeah? Okay, if you're happy, we're happy.
Always. From boys home.
No matter what they tell us. It's 3 out of 3 easy jobs today, eh? Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Sweet.
Harry's just putting his mic away because Harry's now a famous person. I'm putting on boys home when I get in the car. Homer Simpson in that.
Oh, when he fucking submerges himself into the bush.
There they go. off to the next job. So this is the last job of the day we're going to. Originally they would have had to load back up. Originally they'd have to go back to the yard, fill up, and then come all the way back this way. It's 2 cube, and guess how much they've got on? 2 cube. So we're gonna go and film that now. Oh, Jesus. Right, last stop of the day for concrete with Kevin and Harry. It's this house here in front of me.
Not if the concrete's going up to that line.
Why are you so negative?
Well, it's not in case we...
You are very fucking negative, aren't you?
Look at the two.
No, but when you've had this much disappointment in your life, Kev, in the past 70 years you've been alive. Here he is, the star of the show.
No, you saw the string line? Where they put the... That's how deep we've got to pour in.
Done 1 2 cube then, okay. Oh, really can't. It's not me. I shouldn't have sat down for too long.
Cool. 4 jobs booked in, 4 jobs done. It's the... That's alright, it's that'll brush up. Have you got a brush? Right, so the lads are just tidying up after this last one. That last wheelbarrow was what's called washout, which is where they have to empty all of the contents of the auger, which is just more concrete. So they've done that. So we're off back to the yard now. I suppose that concludes a day in the life of Rhino Concrete.
Good morning, it's Friday. We've got a busy day in the yard. So today we've got this yellow top drive rig going to Northern Plant. There's an issue with the hydraulic remote on it, so we're gonna have to move because we're offloading steel. So that's going to Northern Plant and they're going to do some repairs on it so we can get the remote going on it and then we can start using that rig. We've got steel being offloaded for the yard behind us, which is for stock, and then on the steel wagon behind us as well is for the job on Travis Court in Middleton. That's all the steel for the, I don't actually know what they're building there, I should find out, but anyway, I know they're doing a lift pit in it because I've just gone through that with the lads and I've just gone through the bending schedule with them. So that's the steel for Travis Court, quite a big job they've got over there. So Liam and Sam are going to get the stock off for here. Then this fella's going to come in with his HYAB and he's going to HYAB that onto the wagon. That's going to go up to Leeds for repair. And then after that, we've got a sand delivery. So at the minute, we've got 3 big wagons literally sat here for our yard and it's pretty hectic. But Canen will film it all and he'll show you what's going on.
I don't know how I'll film it all.
So we're at a job in Wigan. This one Jaden and John are doing. It's not got any piling in it. We're doing a raft. So originally when we dug this job, there was a drain running straight through the middle of it. We don't generally get involved with drains, but on this one, Ian has kindly volunteered himself because he's got experience on that. He's going to move the drains for it. So we're doing a raft on this one. Our job is we're going to come in, we're going to excavate it all. Get rid of the muck, and then we'll get the visqueen down, stone it up, get the steel working for the raft, get the new drainage run out for the client, and then get it all concreted. So something a little bit different here on the channel this week. So let's go see Jaden and John doing this raft, and also we'll see a bit of Ian putting in the drainage.
Wigan. Oh. Piling van. I would guess it's in this direction. Here you are. Talking. I was like, I can hear you talking. I was like, I can hear Jonty saying something.
16 ton I buried on the front there yesterday.
16 ton?
16 ton.
Well, how come you're not massive now?
I'm massive.
Say again. What, all this was just a big pile of rubble, was it?
And it's that high.
Jesus Christ.
Internal soil stack, so his son-in-law knocked a big hole in the wall and we've got to turn it around.
Right. So oh yeah, the hole in the wall over there.
So that's a small section blown up so I can see it, because I need my glasses otherwise.
Yeah.
That's the drawing normally.
Oh right.
So
okay.
That way around.
Oh, there we go.
That way around. So obviously that's your raft. So that section there is that thick bit.
Okay.
So the bit thicker beam goes around the side with your toe, so it's like your foot. So the outside brickwork obviously goes on that, and that's the floor slab. So it's all in one. MOT stone underneath it. So put that underneath it, whack a plate it to form that shape, and then we cast the bottom bit.
Visqueen.
Yeah, you got visqueen.
Visqueen.
1200.
Got some visqueen in there. Nice one, John. Nice one, Jaden. See you in a bit. So they need a bucket on the digger that doesn't have teeth on it, because the teeth are going to just tear that pipe apart, and they obviously don't want to do that. So I think they're just working on how to get one here as quick as possible. But I am off to meet Brad at TDG. I've not used this stick before, but it's hilarious. When we came, was it yesterday? I extended it all the way across the bonnet.
Why couldn't you have done that yourself?
Hello, Yori. It's a shiny new laser. It's yours, is it?
My name on it,
I'd carve your name into it. Is your finger okay? Should have been a nurse, you Scott. So how's it going? Shit.
Clear that and clear that home. You can, you can peel it off and use this side for storing, and pull it up to that top end, and then cut it as you need to on that side. Are you going to film me from all the way over there? We're here on GORSEY Brow in Stockport. We're doing a piled retaining wall and a piled raft for a new industrial unit. This job's for TDG. You would have seen in our previous videos we knocked the piles in with a drop weight. Then it's been dug down to this under level. At this moment we've got all the piles filled with concrete and we're currently dropping the mesh in, cutting the piles down and dropping the beam in. So this is another large project we're on with at the moment.
Oh, I got one in.
Oh, is that 2 layers?
Yeah.
Ah, right, didn't see that. Yeah. Should have brought them here and cut them here. But anyway, so we need, that 2 will do that. 1, 3 there, 8 there, 6 there. We need 15 sheets. Order all this from Collins, I'll see if they can bring it tomorrow.
What is up, guys? Canen here.
So that's what they're sat on the fucking roller coasters and that one. Yeah.
A petty. What's happened there, kid? You ran out of petty there, lad.
I've heard a sentence between them in a year. I've been here 8 months. Alright, have a sentence then.
Looking good, bro. Oh, Jesus, have you been doing some piling today?
And then we'll say about...
Whoa.
Well, let's put his knowledge to the test then. So what's this here? Because I haven't seen a cage this big on any of our jobs before. I've never seen a footing this wide. So go on, talk us through what's going on here.
You have a retaining wall going on all round here. So we've got 220 piles in it, and then you've got a beam mesh. I'm not sure which beam mesh you've got in it. And then we've spaced it off with cages. And this is because you've got these units either side with the risk of falling in. So you're building the base for the retaining wall, building the retaining wall. The retaining wall is going to end up being your external and internal walls of your actual building.
Yeah. It's been a really challenging job.
And now suddenly you're underpinning next door's building. So you're paying to underpin someone's building. That's not even yours, so you can build your building.
Exactly, but we had to because we couldn't just leave it.
Yeah.
But you know, with piling, there'll be people that don't know. Essentially, often it's unstable ground, isn't it? You just literally driving steel into the ground as to a point where you get solid ground, and then backfill it with concrete, and then they tie in the cages in.
The basic concept of piling is on that example is the ground up here is poor.
Yeah.
So you're getting these piles down to where the ground is good.
Yeah.
And then you're building the foundation, your brickwork, the slab, the roof, etc. as you would, but you're transferring all of that weight down the piles down to the good ground. And that's essentially what you're doing. You're getting all of this superstructure and foundation, transferring the weight of that down to solid ground. That's the idea of it.
And I suppose if you didn't do that, there's a chance that your building will fall over essentially, won't it?
Yeah, on poor ground there's a chance it'll subside, and then on clay with trees there's a chance it'll do the opposite and heave.
Yeah. So how busy are you at the moment?
At the minute it is an issue for us. Like, I think the problem is that especially when people don't know they need it, everyone's on a time frame. Everyone wants something done by a certain date. So when you've got all these projects and you've only got so many resources, you can only hit so many timelines, and and at the minute we've got a lot of big stuff on. But then eventually the problem with us is you'll clear this big project, you'll clear that big project, and then no one will want you next week.
It's hard to plan.
Yeah, and then in 2 weeks' time, everyone will want you. And then the week after, no one will want you. So, and also from a cash flow point of view, it's like a roller coaster. And then we're seasonal as well, which makes it even more difficult.
It's similar with the grab thing. And Monday morning, you've got no grabs in for the week. By midday, you're rammed, but you've still got to pay for the drivers, you've still got to have the trucks there ready, fueled up, ready to go. And we're starting out, so it is, I get it. It's like there's seasonality, but also there's peaks and troughs. Whereas on the construction side with the projects, we know where we're up to now till November this year, pretty much.
That's a luxury for you. We're planned 2 weeks in advance, and that's it.
Is it?
At most.
2 weeks in
advance. I mean, I know Fountain Street's going to roll for a while, but like for all the teams we've got, 2 weeks at most.
Yeah, so this is that bit that Brad was talking about before, where you've underpinned this corner for us. So how much underpinning do you do then?
As much as possible, because no one really does underpinning.
Yeah,
no
people get scared, don't they? People are terrified of it, aren't they?
Yeah, but we're in a lucky position where we've got...
set for it.
We'll do it, and we've got people that have done it for over 20 years in the company.
Okay.
So, and no one will touch it, but you throw us underpinning, we'll do it. The problem with underpinning becomes it's hard work to do, and when everything's going right, it's good, but when you don't have somebody that has that experience that knows when something's going wrong and to stop, something falls down, it's a big problem. That's why we're lucky where we have these guys that do have that level of experience where they will go, I'm not going any further, we need to stop and get an engineer in here or get a contracts manager to have a look at this.
Would you fair to say that Brad doesn't do anything, boys? Silence is definitely here, isn't it? I've known you for a good few years, and it wasn't always that way. You know, but you have, you know, worked hard to get people in place, haven't you?
I've got it to a point where we're probably not overstaffed, but we've got extra resources upstairs to allow the jobs to run. So the 2 contracts managers, they can run the jobs from start to finish. Rambo or Ryan, he does all the estimating. Like he came in, never touched the piling game before, estimated. He's better than me now. I now have to ask him the questions. Neil's their backup, so if they're really busy like we are now, this needs booking, that needs booking, something needs sorting, he then backs them up so things don't get missed for the customers and things like that. So it's a nice position to be in because it allows me to focus on the important but non-urgent tasks like all that stuff that never gets done. I do drop into the day-to-day because I like to know what's going on. If something needs doing, if a steel needs ordering or this needs doing, I'll jump on the phone and I'll do it because my other job, apart from pushing the business, my job is to support the people in the office, so I'm their backup.
You better shoot because you're on holiday again, aren't you?
Yeah, I go Italy on Tuesday, followed by Spain.
Oh my God. So I always warn my customers that obviously nobody can see through the ground. However, there is a chance you might need piling. It's not our fault, it's not your fault. Building control gets final say, but the good thing about Brad, we work with Brad and the RHINO boys for quite a few years now, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's one of them because I don't know how you plan your time, but we'll dig the ground and it's like, oh, we need piling, right, and you can't really stop the job, so we get on the phone and you're normally really responsive and you've got a team out pretty quick to us because you need to be reactive, don't you? It's really hard to plan your game, isn't it?
We can't plan more than a week, 2 weeks in advance.
Really? All this about your YouTube channel?
Well, we've got it going.
Subscribe to Brad's channel. Go and give it another plug, Brad.
So we do pile foundations. So we'll dig them out. We knock the piles in, put the steel work in, concrete it, rafts, piled slabs. So whether it's for poor ground, trees. So you could be digging an extension, building control come out, tell you need piling. We do like new build apartment blocks, commercial projects. We work for people like Kellogg's, Cadbury's. And then in the concrete, we've got 2 volumetric concrete wagons covering around Manchester and slightly further. Free barrow service on it, free delivery, and you pay for whatever you use, and that's us.